What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, BigLockDaddy, coming at you live for the second time on Tuesday night.
Who, me?
That's right, BigLockDaddy, I said. So, welcome, everybody. I know I said I was only going to do this, that, and the other thing this week, but hey, when I decide to flip the switch, this is what happens. So go ahead, like, subscribe, check out my YouTube. I'm coming at you live on Spreaker right now, or you might be listening to me on YouTube. You can also subscribe at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can catch the podcast on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and all that good stuff. Point is, opportunity knocks. Go get the door, man. Go get it. So, on the show this evening, we're going to be running down some news. We're going to take a look at a couple of the big boy coins, because you got cryptos? That's the name of tonight's show. Got cryptos? You better have cryptos. You know, ever since I started this show, I was not quite sure what to do as far as the strategy went as to what I wanted to hold for cryptos. At first, I bought a whole bunch. At first I just started with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. That was it. Boom. And it worked out. First year worked out, so I bought a little Ripple, and that worked out too. But as I realize it now, I got in early. I am in early. We are in early. Everybody's in early. What coins are you in? When did you get in? Did you get in beginning 2017? End of 2017, beginning of 2018, because we're in May now. It's May 2nd, May 1st. Shit. I keep thinking I did a show yesterday, but it was actually today. It was at 1 a.m. this morning. It's 9 p.m. tonight. Folks, I'm closing down the bars in London, just opening the bars over here on the East Coast of the United States, and helping the wife do all the good stuff on cleaning up on the West Coast. She might be listening to me at the kitchen or what have you not, wondering what's going on with her investments, her Bitcoin, her Litecoin, her Ethereum. Maybe she owns Patcoin. Notice I'm saying she. Here's the funny thing, guys, and I call you guys because I usually say folks, but from what I've seen in my analytics, my audience is 98% male. Guys, I appeal to the guys. Where are the head-banging, hard-ass chicks? Where y'all at? Come on out. Be a fan. You know what I mean?
No!
Okay, not you, dude. Yes, I know. I like the sound effects. It's good times. But anyway, the bottom line is, guys, here's a little REM rework for you. It's an all Leo Marcoli playlist, and we're talking crypto. So right now, checking in. Let's see where the big cryptos are. The funny thing is I did shows before like or Bitcoin just hit 9,000. Will it hit 10,000? It's already hit 19, so I really can't go down that road again. However, in the news, okay, so Bitcoin is looking like this today. Currently sitting at 9,021 US dollars. I could give you Satoshis, but I'm not going to. This show is for the practical person. This isn't an investor show. This isn't a technical show. I try and get into some of that stuff because I think we should all understand it. But I'm more of a creature of practicality. You know? I like to hold these things as assets and be an investor, but if I have to cash out my cryptos, I have to cash them out. Who out there is not like that? Please, raise your hand. Or a butt cheek. Either or. If you got to cash out, you got to cash out. Cool thing is, you can always get back in. Or, you cash out your least faves first. And you work your way back to what you want to hold, your core. And if you have to cash that out, you cash that out. Most people, for their core, they're holding Bitcoin, which just a little over $9,000. Ethereum's running at $668.95. Ripple's running at 82 cents, almost 83 cents. Bitcoin Cash, along with Litecoin. Now, this is a little news for you today. Coin Mama opened up these markets for these coins. Cardano, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. They're all up right now. I do not have Cardano on my ticker. But Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin are both up 6 and almost 3% just as a whole. On the whole. Yeah. So, enjoy that shit. Enjoy your spoils, folks. Here comes the ride. Got cryptos because they're about to skyrocket. It's not like we don't know what's coming. Last year, this time of year, I made money. I was like...
Honey, look at this.
Yeah. And she was like, yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So, saved my ass last year. Saving my ass this year. So you wonder, what is the real life, what are the odds this stuff's going to stick around? Like, we all hope it will. But, folks, the cryptos are tied to fiats across the world. And here's the thing. Mass adoption payment systems are not up and running yet. So, any problem with the fiats, the Bitcoin system is not ready to go yet. The cryptocurrency, whatever. And here's another thing for you. If you're an investor, here's what I like to tell these people. It's great to invest. It's great to think about the future, but honestly, think about your future. Okay, now this is why I support that pack coin I've been talking about a lot lately. The thing about the coin is it's more advanced. It's not as advanced as Dash. We all know that. But Dash has been around way longer. Dash was the first of its kind, or close to. So, that being said, Pack is much more developed in its current form. When I interviewed Drew, the CEO of PackNode.com, he was telling me that, he actually knows one of the big guys at Dash. So, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I tend to believe people when they talk, because why would you? That just wouldn't make any sense if you were making that shit up. But when you look at what they're doing with this coin, when you look at, strong hands, there's another one I wanted to talk about a little bit tonight, because you have Pack, which I've been talking about. Now you have strong hands, which good old Drew from PackNode.net, he's a busy mofo, man. Living life and loving AZ, but I'll tell you what, making money sun up, sun down, 24/7, coast to coast like butter and toast. I mean, the dude's on fire. He's starting up Strong Hands master nodes where, you shared master nodes. And, the whole team over there has got a whole bunch of things going on with, and if anybody's been paying attention to the price of Strong Hands, it has gone up. I have 100,000 Strong Hands coins. Again, I got it out of the trade Satoshi Faucet last December. And, it went from 3 cents to 7 cents, so it doubled, baby. It doubled. Hey, I'm happy. Where's it at right now? She went back to 6. So she's lost a little bit. But there was a little pullback earlier, too. You know what I mean? So, Strong Hands. The rage is all these second-gen, next wave coins. Like, if you looked at what Robin Mathis wrote, the spotlight piece that he did, I mean, he really put it right on the head with as far as where the generational gaps and stuff for these coins is coming up, and the products that offer like Pack, like now I'm hearing about mobile wallets that you can mine with or stake with. I'm like, okay, these features are all great. They're all great. And you know what? If any development team can pull it off, I'm sure it's the Pack development team. These are a very talented group of individuals. There's no doubt in that. I saw something on the Pack Coin Facebook today where they were talking about talking to Walmart. I've seen this a couple times across various different social media outlets where, you know, are you talking to this person? Are you talking to that person? Turkey's using Pack Coin. I always tend to be careful with Turkey. You know, it's just like Venezuela, man. You know, it's Venezuelans are having a tough time. The Turkey people are having Turkey people. The Turkish are having a tough time, you know, with that all this coup bullshit that happened, you know, a year ago. And now this year, all the Middle East unrest that's going on over there right now. Sometimes I like to unplug, which I did a little bit of last weekend. I got to unplug for a few minutes where I could just get away from the computers and the gadgets and devices, and I could just breathe for a minute, which was absolutely wonderful. But then I took a look around. You know, I turned on some news, checked that out, see what's going on over on this side of the world. Apparently, yeah, we're still pretty close to World War III, but it looks like North and South Korea are making friends, which can't make China happy. China doesn't want the U.S. or any of its allies or any friends or any neutral countries on its border. And for years, North Korea has been that stubborn bulldog sitting on the end there, just, hey, no, you can't get there through here. You can't get there from here. And, you know, now you see Kim Jong stepping into South Korea, Moon stepping into North Korea. They're shaking hands, killing babies. Man, you know, one of those countries that I was always wondering if I would see in my life is like a unified Korea. And maybe we will. Maybe we'll see the North join the South. I mean, shoot, the last time I saw something like that was when West and East Germany came back together and formed Germany once again, a whole unified Germany. The wall came down, the Berlin Wall came down, and that was in the, you know, turn of 1990-91. There were some really great things that happened over there, and now we may be seeing it again. So when you open your eyes, I mean, you can get into this crypto stuff real easy. It's real easy to check your phone 90 times a day, see what the price of this coin, that coin is. You know, oh my God, is XP up? No.
God damn it.
Okay, well, let me go and see if my stress relief and okay, there we go.
Honey, look at this.
Till then you get that, and then, you know, you're checking out coin prices. You're missing life, man. You're missing life. You want to worry about hodling and doing all this other stuff. And if there is ever any problem with the fiat currencies, banks start going tits up, auto loans, housing loan crisis again, any of this stuff happens, I'll tell you what, all the what they call shit coins, the altcoins, guys, here's the thing. If the market dries up and everybody needs their capital back, your market goes to shit. That's the problem. One big problem with any market. It's not just, this is why I like Pack, because it seems like it has a few more and they're more developed, and I think that's the key. You've got a lot of coins that were created within the last year that are not very developed because they were started and you know, created in formed after coins that are not Bitcoin, that are not you know, forks of those chains, each particular blockchain that, you know, that you have for each different coin. And you know, these things are new. Like Packcoin is a new coin. The coin itself is not the old Packcoin. It's not the first coin that was created. Okay? People talk about a burn. When you're burning something of what you already have. The new Packcoin is not the old Packcoin. You have to remember that. People are explaining this till they're blue in the face, but that's the reality of the situation. The new Packcoin is not the old Packcoin. It is a redemption, not a coin burn, not a this, not a that. It is a redemption. If any of these exchanges are redeeming old for new coins, first of all, I don't even know how an exchange would do that on its own without talking to the development team of said coin. It doesn't matter if it's Pack, doesn't matter if it's XVG, doesn't matter if it's any coin that gets, you know, switched over from this to that. I just don't know how that happens. So that right there, like I said, when people contact me in that respect, it is what it is. But again, folks, financial turmoil in the markets, stock market goes down, up, whatever. Oh, God, you hate to think of what could happen, what could be. A well-rounded portfolio, not just in cryptos, but I'm talking about assets in general. Real-life live assets. You look at these preppers, they got it right. They have a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Like stuff they can use to survive. Yeah, they went out and bought a generator. They went out and bought, they used all their monopoly money, their fiat money to buy this stuff. And then they have other assets like, water purification, extra food, all that good stuff. Some other assets you might need, gold, silver. You're going to need to keep a little bit of, the fiat currency, but cryptos definitely. People, weapons, stuff like that. I mean, it's not just a prepper life. I mean, these things are all good for everyday stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if I ever get curious about that survival food, you can go to Walmart and pick up a bag. Find out what bacon and eggs taste like freeze-dried. Honestly, I've had it before. It's not bad. It ain't what I'd eat every morning for breakfast. I mean, unless I had absolutely nothing or that, then I'd eat that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. But, being prepared for any financial turmoil that could come down the road, especially with the cryptos, especially with where we are at in the atmosphere and environment of said crypto world. Crypto world is not like... I keep waiting for a new show to show up called Crypto World on one of these Netflix or, Hulu, even major network television. Anybody seen the new Roseanne TV show? The old new Roseanne? It's friggin' great. I was not a fan of the original, but this show actually makes me laugh my balls off. That's a real burp. I ain't afraid of no ghost. So we talked about Strong Hands XP. I don't know what's going on with that coin. I have not even got into it. But hey, you know what? Any financial turmoil, folks, and the shit coins go bye-bye. That, if you do not realize that to yourself before any and everything else, what the hell are you doing here? What the hell are you doing here? Every single person, not every, I can't say every single, except for you. I'm saying most of the people here realize that'll happen. They realize, well, XRP is a really risky investment because a lot of banks are tied into that coin. And I'll tell you what, if the banks ever need liquidity for any reason whatsoever, bye-bye Ripple. They'll take whatever, and we already know the banks will take whatever they can get, whenever they can get it. If they can get something and they term that thing as nothing or less or worthless or whatever, and they just need capital, that's danger. That's why big supplies are danger. That's why it's troubling. That's why I initially questioned PAC with, who owns the biggest part of the supply. Yeah, there's a couple accounts out there with 30, and there's one with 30, I think, or maybe it was 20%. 20% of the active supply in one account. The active supply is what? Just over 4 billion PAC right now? Yeah, because it went from trillion back to billion. Max number is supposed to be what, 100 billion PAC? Like max number of Ripple is supposed to be what? 6 billion? And they're already at what, 1, 2? I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So, you know what? When you look at it in terms of stuff like that, I mean, that's why I wanted to know. And you can see how well PAC is spread out, and it still needs to spread a lot more before it becomes a lot less of a liability. However, it's kind of like the age-old thing where you go, is this the... Is that the only bad idea you've got? Yes, sir. This is the best bad idea we have. Not that pack is a bad idea. I'm not shit talking it. I'm just saying, when you look at what's actually out there and ahead of it, it's got a long way to go before they can start running victory laps around anything. And maybe they'll have something. Maybe it is the next generation of digital money and savings. The next way to do all that. But too much of the supply is held by too few people at this point in time. So until that actually clears up, until those coins, until masternodes start flying, and I mean flying out the door. Okay? Like that right there. You look at those numbers. The masternode numbers. We got 2,600 masternodes, somebody said. How is that? If you had 80 masternodes, let's do the math. Got 80 masternodes. Takes 500,000 coins. So that's 40 million. $40 million coins make up 80 masternodes, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. So, based on that, I don't know, is that right? Yeah, that's got to be right. That's what they say, right? 25, 26. So if we do 2,600 masternodes. Yeah, there's your supply. 1.3 trillion. I think that's what's out there right now. Hold on, let me look at coin market cap. Yeah. But then again, think about this, okay? 40 to 50% is then tied up in the top 10 accounts. See what I mean? So, it's not a bad thing, okay? I don't see that as a bad thing. Somebody's got to have control of the coins, period. I think the next thing I'm going to look into, too, as far as what I wanted to know about this coin is, how is it created? If this is a new coin and it was redemption, how was it created? Because I think that was that's one question I haven't had answered yet. And one that I would like to get answered as far as pack goes. But see, that's just it. I wouldn't even take a chance on any of the other coins. I'm only asking these questions because y'all know me. This is how I do. It's like a kiss from a rose. If I have a question, I'm going to ask it. And I thought of a few things. I mean, I want to do a couple of videos coming up. I think I'm just going to do mostly podcasts during the week and maybe one video a week. Because I seem to struggle with the video production right now with the new equipment and everything like that. You guys have seen nothing but gremlin take after stupid take after dumbness. And I get that you might be a little sick of that. So, I sound better. I always sound better. So I'm going to go back to doing the podcast. The podcasts do wind up making their way. That's what happens when you have Arby's before you come on the radio. I mean, Arby's, why not challenge your stomach to a fist fight? That's what Jon Stewart says anyway. Yeah, Arby's.
Dinner is served.
So yeah, those are just a few pack questions I had for the night. The cryptos are up, man. Bitcoin's flying at 9,000 again, about $10,000 below its high, but below it. But I'm telling you, folks, any sign of market turmoil any day now. It's 2018, 10 years removed from 2008. Are we going to see the fall in the fall? We're already seeing, big-time companies going under, big-time layoffs. Deutsche Bank's laying off. What are some of the biggest stories from the past 24 hours? Kiss from a rose on the grave. Let's see. Let's go to the YouTube taker tape. Alrighty. Bixweir in the Grand Canyon. I love that dude. Bixweir, if you haven't checked them out, roadtoruta.com. I think it's Road to Ruta. Both sides wait for the other to make a move on the economy. That's the X22 report. I like Dave. Dave from the X22 report, you've got a good show. I love the way he organizes information. That is my goal in life. If I could organize the way he does, I'll tell you, I could make a run at it. Folks, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in this world. French President Macron pretends crime rates and migrants. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of stuff on about the crime rate in London is all of a sudden higher than New York City. Guys, over in London, it's 2 a.m. Do you know where you're in the pub? Hopefully. You're not driving home. I hope. Cheeky bastards. But is it true? Is your murder rate higher? Is that the Theresa May effect? Is that what's going on over there? You know, look what's going on in France. Look what's going on. They let the migrators in, and I'll tell you, I have no problem with people who come to the country and want to get in and go through the process. But simply throwing your doors open and just saying, come on in, you are asking for so many problems. And I get that we, the United States, created this problem. Or at least we're partially responsible. We can't take 100% credit. And I say us because I live here. I didn't want to go over and do half the crap that we did. We vote these officials into office and they do whatever the hell they want. That's basically what it is. We're voting for humans. What did you think was going to happen? People are surprised. Oh my God. Oh my God. No way. Hillary did what? How did Donald get elected? Who voted for him? Deplorable. Folks. Oh, politics. You see what happens. Theresa May, Macron, all these people that got in overseas. You look at Donald Trump over here. Tell you what, you know what the litmus test is? When you find out, you talk to some people who are a generation or two ahead of you, and they didn't want to vote for Trump, but they knew. And now that they have voted for Trump, could not be happier that they did. Could not be happier that they did. I had somebody tell me, I haven't seen that much honesty come out of Washington ever in my life. I said, really? You were alive during the Kennedy administration? Oh, yeah. No, not even then. Even though John was doing his thing, I mean, there was still a lot hinky on the Kennedy side. I mean, don't forget, this is the Kennedys we're talking about. Everybody knows about the Kennedys. If you don't, go back, open up a history book, and see what you can find. Because I guarantee you're in for an education. Definitely in for an education. Folks, the Bitcoin markets are running hot. It's good stuff. You've got to get in. If you are not in, check out your coins. Know this. Now, there are the original generation coins. Bitcoin's always the first. She's the best. She's the biggest. Got the biggest. Ain't none higher. She's out there. Many multiple forks off of that. There's also Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, and others. But there are also a second generation of coin out there. There's a third generation too. So, you have to pay attention. When I say be first, I'm not saying go running after every stupid little ICO. I'm saying do your homework first. If you hear about something, find out about it fast. Know where to look. Get your info, get it good. If there's no good info, walk right past it until you can find something good. Too many people go, well, there isn't, I can't, maybe this is, oh, that's good enough. I saw a post on Reddit. Okay, but when you get taken for a ride, if you get taken for a ride, ain't nobody's fault but Joe. Oh.
God damn it.
And you'll definitely be saying that shit for sure. So, folks, the Patcoin white paper video's coming up. The Patcoin Robin Mathis breakdown. I'm going through what he wrote there. That's going to be phenomenal. That dude just did an amazing job. If you haven't seen it, get in the Patcoin Discord. The link's down in the description. It will be by the time the show's over. And check out the description. There's a bunch of stuff you can do in there. There's links to follow. You want to donate. All the links are there. We definitely love your donations here. Helps keep the show going. We love it. So, folks, on behalf of myself, once again, I'm BigLockDaddy. Throwing a few questions out there. Big things are on the rise for this channel, to be sure. We're going to keep looking at stuff, and I got a breakdown of the Brad video coming up as well. So those are 3 good video projects I want to do. We've still got our Patcoin proposal to get sponsored by Patcoin up in the community. You can go to Fox RBT to check that out. See how all the Patcoin proposals are going. But again, that Patcoin Discord is where you want to be. If you want any information on the new coin, meet the developers, go check out all my old content and see what we got. I did interview Break Crypto. Too bad he's leaving. I'd really like to talk to him again at some point, even if it's just personal, one-on-one. Say, hey, bud, it's good having you around. But, hey, you know how it is. When you're a millionaire, you make that money and you split. Break Crypto style. Peace out. I'm out of here. I got my money. I'm rich, bitch. There goes Break Crypto off to the races. Chase up next. He's the lead innovation director now. What's he going to do? What you going to do, Chase? What you going to do? Let's see. And Brad out there as always, yelling, shouting, louder, prouder than Jameson Crowder. I don't know. He's doing it, though. He's doing his job. He's doing what the man's paid to do. He's doing a lot of good stuff, folks. I'm BigLockDaddy. Thank you for joining me here on the BigLockDaddy Report. We'll be back tomorrow, so please come and join us. Y'all take care of yourselves. Remember, be first, be fast, and stay on top of your shit. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace. Flip out.
That feels really powerful.